Hi, hello, welcome back or welcome to my channel. My name is Sia and this is Sia's Secret Space. Alrighty. Alrighty. So in this video, I'm going to do my makeup. I'm in front of my window and I have my mirror in front of me so I can look at myself and you can see me. I think this lighting looks amazing. Actually, I'm gonna try not to move too much because my tripod is currently sitting on a lap desk, so any sudden movement can make it look kind of crazy. But let me get some more lighting. I have work today at 12:30. So 12:30, what am I talking about? 2 o'clock. I'm leaving at 1:30. It's currently 11:49. So I have time. There's not really much that I am going to do. I'm also trying not to touch too much because I'm going to do skincare. Where did my thing go? I washed my face this morning, but I haven't done you see me look this way? I'm looking at myself in the mirror and I think I look really good. So here we go. I washed my face this morning, but I didn't do my typical moisturizer and stuff because when I do makeup, I tend to keep it all maybe I'm gonna change position and sit on my knee. Okay. Don't do that. Now I can't see myself in the mirror, but I can see myself here. But I kind of do want the mirror because I think my thing is if the makeup can look good on camera, then it'll look good in person. This is the skin so far. She looks good. You can have clear skin and still have texture. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Glass skin is a bit of a time commitment anyways. But so I actually need to get a little closer so that I can see. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. I had on my waist trainer, so it was making it very hard for me to breathe. So I just took it off because yeah. Today's video, I think there's two things, and whatever ends up coming out of my mouth first will be what I end up talking about. Honestly, I can just kind of do I need a pointer. Do a free-for-all because I want to talk about things I wish I knew before I started my self-love journey, and then adjacently things I wish I knew before I started my spiritual journey. But the funny thing is, when it comes to my spiritual journey, it's never ending. I've recently just kind of gotten into witchcraft, I guess, but I wouldn't even necessarily call it witchcraft. I'm just taking candles and writing intentions. I guess it would be considered witchcraft, but it's not in the I'm doing witchcraft explicitly. I'm doing witchcraft and I'm a witch now and no, it's all vibes. I was just I'm at home now, so I can actually burn things and have access to fire. So all of my old intention work that I did, I just kind of burned it to release it. Yeah, and right now I have a candle lit that has some intentions and stuff written on it. Since yesterday was a beautiful new moon. Full moon, new moon. It was a big moon. It was glowing. So what I'm putting on my face now is my 𝐒𝐚𝐫𝐞 niacinamide. Niacinamide or niacinamide for my T-zone area, and then my hyaluronic acid for the rest of my face. Maybe I'll just leave the beads because I think it's like ASMR. But alright, so it's been 5 minutes exactly. I love when I do that. This morning I did a bit of a core circuit, so I feel really good. She's kind of sore. I honestly just, I'm not sure if I want to post that hair video. I think I'll just keep the hair video as like a backup. Like, okay, we have absolutely nothing we need to post and we're trying to be consistent, we'll save it. But I think I like this video more as the video I want to post on Monday instead of like the hair video, because I think for how I was feeling these past 2 weeks, the videos that I posted are like, I think the video I post each week is just dependent on how I feel. Today I'm feeling more sociable because my ovulation's about to start, and last week I was on my cycle, so of course a hyperlapse sped up version of me doing stuff is what got posted. So yeah, but so okay, skincare, she looks good. She's hydrated, moisturized. It's like same products. Yeah. So self-love. Let's just start off with like things I wish I knew before I started self-love. First of all, growth is not linear. I don't care. Do I have a towel near me? Oh, I do. Lovely. I don't care what anyone says, or it's like you can. I've been seriously. It's not a tutorial. Me talking while doing my makeup. Okay. I have been seriously on my self-love journey since the second semester of my freshman year of college, I believe. And what made me get serious about my self-love journey was that I was friends with someone who started projecting so hard that it made me feel bad about myself. And the reason why I started feeling bad about myself is because when I was a part of this friend group, my girlfriend was also a part of this friend group, and then our other friend was also a part of this friend group. So I was getting treated one kind of way by them, but then the ex-friend was treating me a different kind of way. And so when you go from, like, when you yourself go from treating yourself like good or a certain kind of way, and then someone comes in and reinforces, like, you allow yourself, excuse me, from what I've noticed with my own self personally, you allow yourself to be treated the way you want to be treated, and that goes to be with like the people you allow in your circle and whatnot. And so I'm gonna try this out today. It's a little, I want to try the skin tint out today. I got it, my friend gave it to me as like an early birthday gift. My birthday's not even until August. Love her. But you know, lost it, it's coming back. When I had started my self-love journey seriously, I was met with people challenging it. And what I mean by, can I lower you a bit? Because I have to like crouch my seat. And what I mean by challenging it is like, if I was treating myself nicely with respect and I was being patient with myself, this person wasn't. And I'm not saying every person is obligated to treat you the way you want it to be treated, but if you can help it, you should only be surrounding yourself with people who treat you the way you want to be treated. Because if you surround yourself with people who treat you bad and you're aware of the fact that they're treating you bad, let's go ahead and, you know, look inside, because yeah, it's up to you. And so once I realized, I was like, oh, okay, wait, this girly pop low-key doesn't like me, but that's okay because I like me now. I realize I'm amazing. I am just full of light, love, and all that. And her not liking me, it doesn't bother me. It didn't bother me. It bothered me at first, but then I realized, oh, I don't care if you don't like me. I can just like myself. I am like my biggest supporter. I feel like bro. Is this Freedom of Yap? Let's do Freedom of Yap because it's not structured at all. Yeah, no. But, oh my gosh, what was I just saying? You allow yourself to be treated the way you want to be treated. Like, if you can help it, you should only be around those who are like respecting you and loving you. Because what's the point of surrounding yourself? Like, if you have like friends in your life, well, you can't even call them friends. If you have people in your life that are disrespecting you, even if they're low-key, even like if they're trying to be low-key about it, but they're disrespecting you, should not be a part of your life. And what I mean by low-key, the girly pop I was just talking about, it, she was very low-key with like her hate and her shade towards like me and like my girlfriend and like our ex, well, like, and like our other friend. She was just like very low-key. And sometimes like I realized once I started my self-love journey, I started to pay close attention to myself. And what I mean by close attention, it was like I would always be like, I guess, psychoanalyzing everything that I did. If there was a feeling I felt and that feeling was foreign, I'm like, okay, what is this? Why are we feeling it? Like, especially if I didn't like that feeling. I'm like, okay, you know, this is new. I don't like this. Why are we feeling this way? It's not cool. And then oftentimes, well, especially right now, well, I don't know, like, I'm just gonna say like right now, self-love and like wellness and like all of that has become very, very glamorized. So people are packaging up their self-love and the work that they did for themselves. They're putting it in a box and they're trying to sell it to you. And I'm like, if Mary Sue gets her life on track by waking up at 5 a.m., eating chia seed pudding, and running 3,000 miles, if that is what keeps her feeling like her best self, amazing. But if you try to do it and you feel worse, then that's not for you. That's Mary Sue's routine or whatever she has going on, not yours. And I've realized the beauty in like being unique and having like my own spin, because it's very fun to just be authentic and be yourself. And with everyone being on like, you know, their self-love journey and their like wellness journey, which is like a good thing, you know. I love seeing people get healthy, but also it's like, you know, just like, bro, I lost my train of thoughts, and that's okay. But also, I'm just gonna say, next point, I'm gonna try the skin tint. Sometimes it can be lonely. And what I mean by lonely is when you go from first surrounding yourself with people who you thought were good for you, and then you realize like, actually no, these people aren't good for me. You don't hang out with them. And at least in my case, I'm what people call a floater friend. And what I mean by floater friend is I have no set friend group. What did I just smelled motor oil everywhere. I have no set friend group. And at one point I was like, I always end up a part of friend groups. But like, I've never had my own like friend group of my own that's been like, well, I think I did in like high school, like just establish organically. it's always been oh, we like you, you want to be friends with us, and then yeah, I generally have no idea what I'm saying, and like the voices are saying, girl, scratch the video, but no, don't scratch the video. You're probably saying a lot of good stuff. I just don't remember what I'm saying because I'm kind of hitting close today. Does it look like I put anything on my skin? I look shiny. But floater friend, I'm also an introvert. I'm an INFJ, so I thrive on being left the heck alone. I thrive on alone time. Excuse me. I thrive on, like, you know, independence and all that. But I realized part of my self-love journey also started once I got with my girlfriend, which is honestly, I think the reason why I doubled down so hard on my self-love journey was I was just getting out of my relationship. I got out of my relationship 2024, if I'm not mistaken. Was it 2024 or was it 2025? Was it 2024? When me and her started dating, 2025. No, we've almost been together for 2 years. Which means if 2026 is 2 years, 2025 was 1 year. Did I go see ATs in 2024? Well, that's the only thing that makes the most logical sense. I had to have seen them in 2024. There's like actually no way. Let me change this. How do I? Okay, cool. Oh my goodness. This. Okay. Let me find this before I lose my mind. 2026, 2025, 2024. Let's look at this. Moral of the story, I think I got broken up with the day of my AT concert. Like that morning, like 12 a.m. the morning of my AT's concert. The AT's concert was like at like 8 p.m. that day. And I'm like, bro. Anyways, first and foremost, I don't know if I ever, that's not even like worth the story time. It's just stupid and annoying and I hate it. But oh well. Moral of the story, I think the reason why I doubled down so hard after I got out of that relationship is because that relationship taught me there that, okay, everything you said you weren't gonna do, everything you said you weren't gonna do, everything you said you weren't gonna let slide, the things you said you were gonna, you know, not ignore, you were gonna let yourself be considered, all of that. And I didn't. So I'm like, okay. And so in the bathroom, I'm at work, I'm in the bathroom, and I'm crying for like what, the 30th time today. I'm like, absolutely not. It was like the voices grabbed me by my shirt and was like, you said you weren't going to do this to yourself again. You said you weren't going to allow yourself to be in a situation where you didn't feel considered. You said you weren't going to allow yourself to be in a relationship with a person that wasn't treating you the way you wanted to be treated. You have settled. You have allowed yourself to be put in this position. You did it to yourself because you, every time he was like, he was tired and he didn't want to do something, but he suddenly had the energy to do something he wanted to do, but he didn't have the energy to do something you wanted to do. And every time you said that was okay, you allowed yourself to be okay with it. And so now you're upset. Well, the only reason why you're upset is because you allowed yourself to stay in that situation. So this is my thought process in the bathroom. I'm like, okay, yeah, no, I did this to myself. F him. I said F him. I'm trying to keep it, you know, family friendly, but it's not for kids. I said F him. I said, you know what? Forget him. And it was like, okay, part of me was like, okay, you know, he'd want me to, you know, not be sitting here crying and upset. But then the other part of me was like, you know, F him, because why are we sitting here and crying over a person that doesn't deserve our tears? There's no point in crying over somebody that doesn't deserve you. You don't deserve to shed your tears on this trashy person. I was like, you know what? You're right. I don't deserve to be in a relationship where I'm not considered. I don't deserve to be in a relationship where it feels like it's one-sided. And I don't deserve to be the only one putting in the effort and the work. I deserve to be in a relationship where both people are putting in the work, I deserve to be in a relationship where I'm considered. I deserve to be in a relationship where I'm chosen. Like blah 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 blah. Like literally. And what's funny and like what's annoying about me sometimes, like this wasn't like my first long distance relationship. This was like my second one, and this was the one. This relationship was also kind of built on just like not goodness, but I digress. It was like, okay, Sierra, at one point you gotta pick and choose, babe. And that's what I did. And so after getting out of that relationship, I'm like, okay, we went to the subliminals. I practically started dating myself. I actually didn't date myself, but I dated myself. I was everything that I wanted him to be for myself, and I was that for myself. And I realized, it was like, oh, I'm not too much. Oh, I'm not like, you know, annoying. I'm not all of these things. And the reason why I would be like, oh, does he think I'm annoying? Like, oh, does this person think, you know, or just anything, oh, do they think XYZ about me? No, babes, they haven't said anything out of their mouth. You're the one that thinks that. Excuse me. No one has said anything about you to you. You're the only one projecting. And I noticed this, like I literally noticed this with myself now, but it's actually gotten so much like better. I would be in my dorm room and I would think I would be playing music like in the bathroom, and I would say to myself, oh, they probably think the music is too loud. Who was that? You're in your room by yourself. You think the music is too loud, turn it down. And I find it funny that I choose to turn outward instead of inward when it comes to something. Like instead of being like, turn the music down, you think it's too loud, you want to project that onto other people. And I think that's just also how some people lack the ability to take accountability. But that's another topic for another day. But also, you know, taking accountability for my actions. If I'm still friends with someone who's treating me the way I don't want to be treated, well, obviously I do want to be treated this way, because if I didn't want to be treated this way, would I still be friends with this person? No. If I wanted better for myself, would I continue entertaining the stuff that no longer serves me, or would I decide to put my energy towards the stuff that serves me? Oh, okay. And it's like when it comes to self-love, I realize it's like it's all about picking and choosing. The other day, well, about like a week or two ago, I was on my cycle. And so I put on these pair of pants and they were just like so tight. I'm like, oh my gosh, I hate these pants. Oh, I hate them. They were so tight. They made me feel very uncomfy. And instead of first blaming the pants, I decided to blame myself. But mind you, I've also had these pants since high school. So for it to have been almost 3-4 years since I have finished high school, for me to be mad at myself that I can't fit those pants is kind of a double standard, because like I do so much for me. And for the story, I was like, okay, you know what, it's not us, it's the pants. That day after work, I just went and I bought new pants, because I'm not about to sit here and torture myself, because that's mean. And then a couple days later, the pants are now too big, because our bodies change every day. Water weight, bloating, depending on what you eat. If you eat a lot of salt, if you eat a lot of processed foods, if you eat a lot of fiber, or if you eat a lot of foods that upset your stomach, your body's gonna look different. And so what I've realized, since I've been working out somewhat consistently and like moving my body consistently, just move. Just do what makes you feel good. There is no concrete, that's broken. There's no concrete, I need to do this. Like, if someone were to ask me to sell a self-love course, I would just stare at them and be like, what are you talking about? I can't teach someone how to love themselves. Now, if the way I love myself intrigues you, then by all means, I can tell you what I do. You know, I love looking at myself in the mirror. Like, looking at myself in the mirror has been one of my favorite pastimes lately. I have been focusing on a lot of my like spell work or glamour magic that I've been doing lately has literally been about like confidence and like self-assuredness and trying to regain a better relationship with my body, due to the simple fact that we're on social media every day, and so we are regurgitating other people's opinions about stuff, whether that's our bodies or food or just everything. And if you're a very impressionable person, it's easy to get lost, and that's okay. So sometimes it's good to just take a step back and just ask yourself, what is it that I want? And what is it that I think people want from me? And you should always go with, what do I want? And what did I want? I wanted to feel better about myself. I wanted to feel strong. I wanted to feel confident. I wanted to feel comfortable in my body. But before I could do that, I had to get comfortable in the skin that I have now. I can't, it's like, you have to love yourself from the inside out. And instead of me sitting here and like nitpicking and like criticizing my body for like what it looks like, I'm like, first and foremost, thank you, girly pop. We do a lot. I know sometimes, like in the past, sometimes our eating habits were kind of questionable, but now I'm gonna put forth the effort to make sure I eat good. I eat enough sustainable food that's going to keep me fuller for longer, so I no longer have to mindlessly snack. I forgot. You know, this is definitely Freedom of Yap. At first, this is just a fun fact. At first, Freedom of Yap was created because I thought the stuff that I was saying was silly, and I thought that if I didn't have a concrete topic that the video was trashy. But then not trashy as in like, you know, trashy, but like it was like the video was no good. But then I realized, you know, sometimes it's okay to just hit flow state, and sometimes it's okay to just let yourself exist. And that's what I'm doing now. So letting myself exist. I think I'm entertaining. I saw this video on TikTok and it was like you are like, I was my biggest op. And sometimes how you can be your own biggest enemy, and the reason why it's like certain things may not be happening is because you won't allow them. This eyebrows, I'll fix it later. I don't feel like it. A little bit of brow gel, and I sometimes will get intimidated by my own intensity, my own vigor, my own inner knowing of, I don't know what's to come, but I know that I'm like destined for greater. I'm destined for something more than what I have. And then like the intensity of that, like the thought of being like a well-known YouTube creator or a famous YouTube creator one day, I'm like, oh my goodness, that's amazing. And like I've been burning bay leaves and like with like my YouTube channel, like different subscriber counts and stuff, because I'm like, I believe that, you know, deep down in my heart that, you know, it's possible. And so in terms of like, you know, manifestation, like, you know, like excuse me, manifestations and spirituality and self-love, it's all about belief. When it came to like witchcraft or just the stuff I was doing the other day, I'm like, wait, I don't actually need like this candle or like these crystals or like this thing to do this. It's all me. I could have a rock and a pen and I could write something on that rock and suddenly this is like a magical rock. Well, you want to know why it's magical? Because I believe it's magical. And you know, sometimes your belief is the only thing that can keep you pushing forward or keep you going to where it is, you know, that you're gonna end up. Because a lot of times if you tell someone your vision or if you tell someone your goal, but they can't clearly see it themselves, they can't see it for themselves, that doesn't mean it's not possible for you. But the thing is, if you see it's possible for yourself, don't let the fact that someone else can't see it stop you from the fact that you already saw it. So, you know, keep going on your journey. I don't know what I want to do. I guess I don't feel like doing a tight line because everything is just kind of like pinky. I do think I want to do a transition shade. I don't know, I got a pink or a yellow or something. Yeah, no, it's self-love. Self-love is still, it's one of those things where it's like it's never ending. It's never one of those, okay, you wake up one day and you're done with your self-love journey. So self-love is something that happens every day. Self-love sometimes looks like choosing to take a nap instead of going out because you feel mentally drained. That's what self-love looks like sometimes. And it looks different for everyone. Like, I don't know, girl. That's not what I'm looking for. But I know it's fun. It's fun getting to know myself. Well, it's been broken. I've been aware that it's been broken. Also, just wanted to do one of these types of videos because having to clip together a bunch of videos when I do the hyperlapse is beginning to drain me. I'm just gonna throw this chunk away. It's not like I'm gonna ever use it. Cool. It's gone. Cool. So, what color do I want to use? I think I used this one. I'm trying to get a good, like, warm golden highlight going today. Also, not being scared of your own self. Why does my nose look so big? Excuse me. I already put it there. Not being scared of yourself. Like, if someone tapped you on the shoulder and you turned around, it was your future self, and she told you that in like 3 hours you were gonna hit like 200K on YouTube or like Insta. Oh, my little siblings' food just finished in the oven. Like, if someone told you that, would you believe them? But if you turned around and that person was you, would you believe yourself? Would you believe yourself if they told you that you were destined for greater? The thing is, it's you. You're telling yourself. So if you don't believe that you're destined for greatness, then someone else telling you that you're destined for greatness doesn't mean jack crap. If you yourself don't believe that you are also destined for greatness. I ain't figure what I'm gonna eat for lunch. And also, oh, where did it come from? Where is this? I think these past 2 weeks since I've been back has definitely been a return to self. And I actually had plans to like film an entire like return to self series, but in the return, oh, that's so bright, oh my goodness, but in my return to self, things just happened. But I am happy though, because I did return to myself. Not that I ever really left, it was more so of just recognizing what was there. This lip color is gonna have to go. This lip color is gonna have to go, bro. I mean, when I edit my videos to... It's gotta go. Yes, I gotta go. Highlight line needs to be. Well, I'm gonna just wait on lip stuff. I'll figure it out later. I'm gonna let it all marinate. I'm gonna use some setting spray. I don't think I've really just used setting spray. Maybe. I do want some lip liner though. Actually, no, shit, never mind. Setting spray. I actually have a fan. Okay, so the setting spray. This is what this looks like. I need a thumbnail for this video. I'll take one later. Again, so this is me. This is the makeup. I think she turned out really cute, and if the makeup looks cute on the camera, then I know it looks absolutely bomb in person. Thank you so much for watching. I hope anything I said, you know, made sense or helped you or whatnot. But I'm gonna go eat and watch a show with my girlfriend. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I can't remember. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. You know, stay tuned, turn on the bells if you wanna get notifications. This eyebrow is bigger than that one. If you want notifications. And see you in the next one.